We are back once again, guys, right here on the channel. And now it's time to talk about Monday Night Raw. To me, Monday Night Raw, you know, to me, it really didn't do anything. Sure, we may have crowned new Raw Tag Team Champions, and we had Survivor Series storylines involved, and we had team captains announced, and we also had a heel turn, which everybody expected. But to me, this show really didn't do anything for me. The show starts off with Baron Corbin. He had all these security guys around, which I knew who it was for. I knew what it was all about. So, and then Baron Corbin comes out, names himself captain of the Raw men's team, and he also names Alexa Bliss the SmackDown women's captain, Raw women's captain, the Raw women's captain for Team Raw, for the women's team, which I knew it was going to be Alexa. At first I was thinking maybe it would be Nia, but then at the same time I was like, well, of course, there's only one woman on Monday Night Raw that Vince loves more than Ronda Rousey. That's Alexa Bliss. So Alexa Bliss is the captain of the Raw women's team. But it seems like she's not wrestling. It seems like she's just going to be outside, maybe like a coach or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, then Kurt Angle comes out, interrupts this, and he demands that he wants to be part of Survivor Series, and Baron Corbin books. Kurt Angle wants a match with him. Corbin declines, but Kurt Angle wants a shot, and he starts calling Baron Corbin, a lazy guy who has all the potential in the world to be a big future star, but here he is being a big joke for Monday Night Raw. Then Baron Corbin agrees. Then Baron Corbin does agree to the match. Then Alexa Bliss was about to announce that the women's match was about to start. Then Braun Strowman comes out, running around, destroying these guards, and Baron Corbin starts running like a scared little chicken throughout the entire show. Show started off with Sasha Banks and Bayley and Natalya versus the Riot Squad for the 1,000th time we have seen this match. Seriously, it doesn't matter who Sasha and Bayley pair up with. It's always, ever since the Riot Squad have come to Monday Night Raw, they have been feuding with Sasha and Bayley. When Sasha and Bayley started their breakup, started their breakup and all that shit. Throughout 2018, name me one match that Sasha and Bayley were not involved in that didn't involve the Riot Squad. Seriously, it's a joke. Ever since the Riot Squad came to Raw, it's an absolute joke. Technically, the Riot Squad won this match. Technically, they won because Natalya was outside, counted out. She was counted out, but at the end of this match, Ruby Riott breaks Jim the Anvil Neidhart's glasses. And this causes Natalya to go through a huge breakdown. She starts bawling her eyes out, crying over a pair of glasses. Yes, I know they are her father's glasses. But you do understand that there would have been a thousand more of those glasses at her house. There would have been tons and tons and tons of more of those glasses in her house, or in her dad's house. There would have been thousands more of those exact same black glasses. Technically, the Riot Squad won by countout because because there was no ending. There was no ending to this match. Ruby Riott breaks Natalya's glasses. Natalya goes through a big mental breakdown, and that's it. Natalya, well, actually, Well, actually, Natalia supposedly won the match with the sharpshooter, but Sarah Logan didn't tap. But you get what I mean. But in reality, Natalia was counted out. She was busy crying her head off outside, and the referee doesn't do his job. He doesn't count. But then you hear the crowd start chanting 1, 2. You start hearing them count to 10. They start counting to 10 because they know Natalia is technically counted out. So Ruby Riott breaking Natalia's dad's glasses. I don't even think those were really her glasses. I think they were just black glasses that looked exactly like his. Because they wouldn't really break the real Jim the Anvil Neidhart's glasses. They would just grab a pair of black glasses and be like, here you go, Natalia. Pretend these are your dad's glasses. You know? So yeah. The match was boring. It was just a typical 6-women's tag. Again, what have I always said about these matches? If you were playing WWE 2K19 and you constantly did these matches, this match would be in the top 5 list of most played match. Honestly, this match would easily be second place if this was WWE. We had Apollo Crews taking on Jinder Mahal. This was a nothing match. Apollo Crews got the win, which is pretty good that Apollo Crews actually got a victory. Hopefully this is the start of an Apollo Crews push. I doubt it, because I know Apollo Crews has the potential to be he has the potential to be a breakout star. Apollo Crews. He has all the potential to be a breakout star, and WWE haven't done anything with this guy since he was called up in 2016? Yeah, I think he was called up around then. Seth Rollins came out to do his issue, to talk about Dean Ambrose and how he's angry that Baron Corbin would prefer Brock Lesnar as the Universal Champion, taking everything that Roman Reigns accomplished away by having Roman Reigns take the title away from the part-timer who is too lazy to show up, and he called Baron Corbin a pathetic excuse of a GM. And Baron Corbin was somewhere backstage hiding, and then he announces that Seth Rollins will have to defend the Raw Tag Team titles against these guys, and that were the AOP. AOP versus Seth Rollins, because Dean Ambrose wasn't there. Dean Ambrose was turned heel. It's pretty much a 2-on-1 disadvantage all the way through. Seth Rollins almost defeated the AOP, but in the end, the AOP got the victory, and they are the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Finally, WWE do the right thing, and they give the titles to the AOP. They probably did it because they had no other choice, because they really had no other tag teams. But in reality, the AOP holding the tag team titles, it only means good for them. It only means good for them, and hopefully WWE build the AOP up looking like a great tag team. Hopefully they pair them up, and the AOP versus the Bar at Survivor Series, that's a pretty good match if you want to think about it. I think that's a pretty cool match. So that's that there. The AOP are the new Raw Tag Team Champions, and I am personally okay with that. We had Dolph Ziggler. We had Dolph Ziggler coming out whining about the World Cup, as always. You know, complaining about how he should be the best in the world. Elias appears on stage, strumming his guitar. starts singing a song for Dolph Ziggler, and this all turns into a match. Elias versus Dolph Ziggler. You know, this match was pretty boring. I was up and down a lot. I got out of my chair a lot to get a drink, get something to eat, maybe even go toilet a couple of times. And to me, I really found this match boring. It really didn't do anything for me. So, and in the end, Elias gets the victory. Elias gets a big win because he's just turned face. Can't ruin someone who's just turned face. And Elias gets a big win over Dolph Ziggler. Ronda Rousey cutted a promo on Becky Lynch. Now, I know I am not the biggest Ronda Rousey fan. You all know me. I am one of the biggest Ronda Rousey haters, if you want to go that route. Ronda Rousey haters. But I'm like, first off, I don't hate Ronda Rousey the person. I just hate how WWE have booked her. Booked her. Just use that. Just that word alone is enough for you to tell you. I don't hate Ronda Rousey the person. I hate how WWE have booked her character. How they've booked her to look like, you know, someone who's done nothing to deserve it. It's called booking. That's the word booking. Booking, booking, booking. I will say the word booking 1,000 times until it gets through to your head. I don't like Ronda Rousey because of how they're booking her. It's simple. You want me to say something nice about Ronda? Well, here you go. She cut a good promo. She cut a very good promo. I still hate her smiling. I still hate when she smiles. I want her to come out and take something seriously for once. Becky Lynch is someone to not be smiling about. Becky Lynch is going to do what she said she's going to do. She's going to rip your arm off. Now, there was this tweet. I'm going to go look for it. It's on my Twitter somewhere. There was this tweet that this guy put up that my friend retweeted, and I saw it, and I believe this is a very good way to book the match. I want to give a shout out to this guy by the name R.Dream. R.Dream at WWE R.Dream. He put on Twitter saying this for the Ronda Becky match and how he would book it. And the way he booked it is exactly how I would book this match. Ronda gets Becky in an armbar. Becky refuses to tap. Arm breaks. After more beating, Becky locks Ronda in an armbar. Arm breaks. Shayna, Jessamine, and Marina jump from the crowd, circling the ring. Bayley, Sasha, and Charlotte run down. All 6 women stare down as Becky and Ronda are down. No one loses momentum. That sounds like a good idea to me. That is the perfect way to not have any momentum taken away. You see, this is the thing that I don't... this is the thing that WWE needs to do. They need to do things where they can't afford to lose momentum. Becky or Ronda losing this match is going to damage them. I don't care how good the match is, it's still going to damage them. It's going to damage them because, you know, they lost. Clean. Doesn't matter how good the match is, like the match could go for 30 minutes for all I care, and it would still damage them because they lost clean. Having a scenario like this happen would be great. Because none of them will lose momentum, none of them will look weak, and I think that's a good way to go about it. But anyway, back to Ronda's segment. It was really good. I thought she sounded really good. Ronda said she wanted a challenge, and the one thing I said when I was watching is that I hope if she wants a good challenge, then maybe Ronda should start learning how to wrestle properly. That's all I said, because I think how can you have a challenge if all you do is judo throws and rowdy busters? Start doing more than just judo throws, arm bars, and rowdy busters. Maybe then you'll get a good challenge. And I know Alexa Bliss and Nikki Bella are not two people that you would look at as a challenge. I may like them, but I know for a fact they're not a challenge in any way. Sorry about that. I was doing something. Nia Jax then confronts Ronda. And then we jump into Nia versus Ember Moon. Again. We get another match with Ember Moon versus Nia Jax. And who do you think won? Do you think Ember Moon, the right woman, should have won this match? Absolutely not. Ember Moon gets buried for a second week in a row to the Irresistible Force. And I find it hilarious that they're not calling her the Game Changer anymore. Nia Jax is definitely no game changer to me. Absolutely, she is nowhere near a game changer. Tamina once again comes out, and Tamina attacks Ember Moon. And then, what happens? Nia Jax releases her inner Big Show. She does her inner Big Show and turns heel. Nia Jax attacks Ember Moon, while Tamina had Ember Moon in a Boston Crab. Boring. I do not want to say boring. These two as a team, yes, I think Tamina and Nia Jax as a team works. I think it works fine because they're both cousins. I think this works well. But again, this is the thing that angers me. This is the thing that angers me, and I want people to understand this. People always go around saying they do it for Roman. Like, they always do that whole thing with Roman Reigns. They do it for Roman. Like, someone turns heel. They do it for Roman. WWE does it for Roman. Or whatever. You know? Like, WWE will do anything for Roman. But isn't it a coincidence that Nikki Bella turns heel because of Ronda? She turns heel because of Ronda. She was feuding with Ronda. She had to turn heel. Now that Nikki is gone, now that Nikki Bella is gone and probably not gonna come back, probably not until the 2019 Royal Rumble. She's probably not going to come back until then. And also, she's only been used for live events because I've seen pictures that she's been going around on these live events. So Nikki Bella is only being used for live events. Nikki Bella's turned heel for Ronda. That's basically it. And now Nia. And now Nia has turned heel because Nikki Bella's gone and they need another heel. So what was the point? What was the point of the Nikki Bella heel turn then? What was the point of it? That's the thing that pisses me off. They turned Nikki heel for no reason. She only turned because they wanted her to verse Ronda. Nikki's heel turn made no sense anyway. You could have just had it babyface versus babyface. Nikki and Ronda. You could have just done it that way. But no, you had to make Nikki a heel. They do it for Ronda. They turned Nia heel for Ronda. Same with Nikki. They turned her heel for Ronda. Case closed. Stupid. Absolutely stupid. I don't care for a Nia Jax heel turn. I think the pairing between her and Tamina is going to be good because I think the pairing works. But in the end, I know what's gonna be. I know the fate. Nia and Tamina are gonna be together. they're going to try and double team Ronda, and it's ultimately going to fail. They do it for Ronda. Next we had Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor. This was meh. It was meh. Didn't really care. Bobby Lashley got a win over Finn Balor because Finn Balor has had, I believe he's had the last 2 wins over Bobby Lashley. So they gave Bobby Lashley his win back. Well, so much for that because Bobby Lashley's basically ruined anyway. So, you know, again, I've always asked myself that question. I still don't understand what I liked about Bobby Lashley that made me like him. Leo Rush is just annoying. You know, I wish Tennille Dashwood would just come back for one night only and bash the shit out of this guy. But it's never going to happen. So, Leo Rush, he's just annoying. That's all he is. He's just annoying. Bobby Lashley beats Finn Balor. Throughout the show, Baron Corbin was running and hiding from Braun Strowman. And Baron Corbin said that he could not fulfill his duty by taking on Kurt Angle, so he's gonna put Kurt Angle against Drew McIntyre. I know that happened early on in the show, but we all know why Baron Corbin ran away, because he's scared of Braun Strowman, because Braun Strowman was basically chasing him all night. So that's why I basically ignored it, because I was like, Braun just chases Baron all night. Drew McIntyre did Claymore kick Finn Balor after Bobby Lashley's match. So I guess that was just a message to Kurt Angle. Drew McIntyre takes on Kurt Angle. This was a very, very boring match. No disrespect to Kurt Angle. No disrespect to Kurt Angle. But I think it's time for Kurt Angle to retire. I think it's time for him to retire and understand that he's not caught up for this anymore. It was cool to see Kurt Angle back, but again, it's the same thing I've always said about these part-timers. I've never liked seeing part-timers coming back, taking positions away from people who deserve it. Yes, Kurt Angle did his job. He put Drew over. And that's great. That's great. I like it. That's what these people are meant to do. That is the only way I will gladly accept part-timers, if they come back and put people over on the current roster. Kurt Angle came back and he did his job. He put Drew McIntyre over. That's what I want Brock Lesnar to do. Put someone over. That's what I want all these part-timers to do if they come back. Put people over. That's what they're there to do. So, next week, Alexa Bliss will be announcing her women's team. I guarantee you it will be all the heels. I guarantee you Alexa Bliss's team will be all the heels. Herself, Mickie James, Riot Squad, and Nia and Tamina. Guarantee it. Guarantee her Raw women's team will be all the heels. Guarantee it. And whoever's the captain of the SmackDown team, it will probably be all faces. Or maybe some faces and heels. But Drew McIntyre won. He beats Kurt Angle with his own ankle lock. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all of Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't have to like it, which is something that I think people need to understand. That I don't have to like it. I'm not forced to like it. I don't have to like it if I don't want to. Monday Night Raw was pretty meh to me. I didn't enjoy it. It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't that bad. But in the end, I just didn't really care. Thank you all for joining me for this Monday Night Raw review. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I'll see you all tomorrow for my SmackDown review. See you guys then. Actually, before I go, I didn't do my usual outro. If you guys did enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up. Comment your opinions down below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Follow me on Twitter. Now, I'll see you all tomorrow for my SmackDown review.